Alright, that's it. Fellas, it is about time we have a real discussion about NoFap. And in case you're not chronically online, you have a life and you've never heard of NoFap, basically NoFap is a movement created by incels, pretending to be chads in an effort to get men to stop jacking off. Which on the surface comes across as Christian moms trying to ban Minecraft core, but no. There is nothing wholesome, religious, or anything of that nature even related to this movement, and when I tell you what it is, you're gonna start laughing. The tried and true believers of NoFap who proudly waved the flag of this movement are gonna tell you that it improves your life in every single way. They claim that there is a plethora of health benefits on top of just feeling overall better, but that's still not the main reason they do it. The main selling point of NoFap, the granddaddy of all reasons to engage in this movement, is because it's gonna help you get bitches. Which again, on the surface seems like a pretty normal thing to say, especially to someone who sits inside all day, eats Doritos, playing video games. It would probably benefit you to stop schmeating your meat and go outside and talk to a woman. Yes. But where the NoFap fuckers lose me is when they start saying that women can smell the semen retention on you. They can smell the higher vibration within your vibe because you are channeling your inner essence. The essence of cum. And if you think I'm exaggerating or just being funny right now, dude, I wish I was. I'm dead serious. They actually think this shit is legit. Like, you mean to tell me that you not tossing the turkey, beating your meat, choking the chicken, by you abstaining from that shit, women are going to flock to you and pick up on that shit? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, it changed my life, bro. You know, I'm in the gym every day, going hard. I'm eating right. I'm working out all the time. I mean, last I checked, that's just called being healthy. But yeah, not jacking off definitely did that. No, bro. I swear, bro. You're expending energy on things that you shouldn't be, and women can pick up on the lower vibration of your body. Yeah, man. Honestly, I've had plenty of women come up to me before saying, yep, you definitely pleasure yourself, and you definitely release semen out of your body when you're not supposed to be. I am no longer attracted to you. Well, I mean, obviously they're not gonna say it to you, bro, but they can subconsciously pick up on the heightened aura you now possess. Do you hear yourself? There are real people out there that actually talk like this and actually believe in what they're saying. Scary, scary times we're living in, man. No longer is masturbation something that religious people look down on, but even the most incelish incels are now saying that jacking off is the problem. Splurging your DNA is the reason you have no drive in life, no hope, and it's causing all your issues. Alright, here comes the uncomfortable part of the video for those who actually believe in NoFap. Truth time, and yes, this is gonna suck to hear, it may hurt, but I promise you DFA has your back, and I'm saying this out of love, and I'm saying this to wake you up. Okay, instant regret on my part. I am not saying this out of love. I am scared of you motherfuckers, but I do want to help. If you find yourself at a point in life where you're actually resorting to NoFap, it's time to look inward and admit the problem. And I mean the real problem. The real problem being, you don't know how to talk to women. You don't have game. You don't have riz.
I don't have game, whatever.
You don't have riz.
And yep, go ahead. Click off the video right now if that pisses you off. See if I give a fuck. Spoiler alert. I don't. I'm gonna keep making fun of you. But what they tell all addicts is that the first step to recovery is admitting that you have a problem. And if you believe in NoFap, buddy, you have a problem. So instead of clicking off the video in a fit of rage going back to your red pill content, let's admit the problem and work from here. Because you are deluding yourself into believing that by not masturbating, you are growing aura. When in reality, you're probably becoming a gym cell. You go to the gym all the time to compensate for the fact that you don't get no pussy. Like, you see this shit all the time. Guys always worry about their car looking good. They always go to the gym all the time. They're always worried about eating well. But then they get the girl and what happens? It all stops. Like, if I'm keeping it all the way real here, bro, like, pussy's why we do everything. Whether we get it or not, it's the reason why we are hardwired the way we are. Why do we care so damn much about what other people think about us, whether we want to admit it or not? It's because of pussy. If you think I'm lying, let me explain. The reason you are so afraid to go up to a girl and just start talking to her is because it is an evolutionary instinct that is built inside of you to treat that shit like life and death. Even though we know that if we get rejected by a girl, realistically we're gonna be fine, and we know that. It'll absolutely suck in the moment, and it's definitely not a good thing, but at the end of the day, you do know you're going to survive it and you will be just fine. There's plenty of fish in the sea, as they say, right? And that's the only reason you don't self-delete yourself after something like that happens. It is not the end of the world. But it sure as hell feels like it, which completely contradicts what I just said. If we know we're going to be okay, we know there's many, many other shots for us to take in the future, Why are we so afraid to talk to women? Like, even if you're a straight Chad and you're really good at it, you still get the butterflies when you talk to an attractive girl. Why? It's because for some reason our brains still think that we are living in 8000 BC. Before civilization was like a regular thing in the world, humans lived in little tribes. And we're talking like the caveman days. This is so long ago that there's barely any information available at this time, but we do know this. Humans were no different than any other wild animal. We traveled in packs because it was our best chance at survival. And because of this, you did not leave your tribe. If you did, you were cooked, because if a pack of hungry wolves surrounded you and you didn't have backup, you were dinner for them. So leaving your group of people, leaving your tribe was never an option back then. Who you were with is who you were with. And if you were lucky, you had 4 to 5 women per tribe. So you know what that meant, right? It meant you had 4 to 5 shots in your entire life to bag a woman back then. And if you got rejected by one, you were the biggest loser of all time. And tribes were small, so if you got rejected, everyone was going to find out about it. And that includes the other women. So if you got rejected by even one of them, your chances of bagging any of the other 4 significantly went down, which meant there was a really good chance that you weren't going to mate. The bloodline ends with you. So our brains picked up on this and ingrained it into our DNA to fear talking to women. And to narrow it down a little bit even further, to fear rejection. And for some goddamn reason, our brains just cannot comprehend that we don't live in tribes anymore. That civilization is like a thing now and that it's no longer 8000 BC. In fact, in the last 20 years specifically, we live in the complete opposite times now. Because of things like dating apps, we have access to more people than we honestly should. And it's made society less exclusive and more promiscuous than ever because we feel like there's always somebody else on the apps. And honestly, that's more so women than men. Men have a really tough time on the dating apps. It's not like we're getting matches 24/7, but they are. So it really is like the reverse caveman days that we're living in now. So if you're going to sit here and tell me that you genuinely do not care what other people think about you, you're lying. If you don't, there is biologically something wrong with you because it means you would have not survived in the caveman days. Yet here they are, the NoFap fuckers, pretending like they don't care what other people think because they're oh so superior to everyone because they don't jack off. And I even tested this theory myself. Back in November 2020, in the midst of the pandemic, the boys on Discord and I decided, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do No Nut November. We kept a tally chart of who failed when, and if somebody failed, we put a peanut emoji next to their name. And whoever successfully made it to the end without beating their meat was successfully labeled the ultimate Sigma Chad. And the reason we were doing this was simply an experiment. We wanted to see if NoFap was legit. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm a fucking gooner. I failed like 3 to 4 days in, and most of the other guys failed as well, except for 2 of them, I believe. And one of them actually happened to be Xavier Woods. If you know, you know. And I will never forget him at the end of the month being like, this is the stupidest shit we've ever done. I don't feel any different, and the nut that I let out on December 1st was lame anyways. And the other guy who won basically said the exact same thing. I honestly think that the confidence that NoFap guys think that they have now is just suppressed horniness. Like, bro, you're starving yourself of sexual release. No wonder you have more drive to go get women. Like, you're just not releasing, dude. And like I said earlier, for the actual gooners that are like addicted to porn and have a real problem, then NoFap might actually be a good thing for you. But for the average Joe, like, dude, it's not changing anything. That confidence that you're talking about, you're just horny, bro. You just want to fuck. Like, do not get me wrong, my brother. When you are in post-nut clarity, oh my god, dudes will do their absolute best thinking after they nut. 20 minutes after they come, oh my god, you are in a state of complete tranquility. And admittedly, like, you don't really want to do anything during that. But like, at the same time, you will have the absolute clearest thoughts you will ever have. Like, I'll never forget when I had my first job at Target, I was terrified to go to the interview. So what did I do? I jacked off. And Brie Larson actually watched me do it, by the way. I had my Avengers Endgame popcorn bucket right there staring at me in the face, and her face was on it. So, does that have any relevance to the story? No, but I'm telling you anyways. And jacking off actually helped me a lot. It helped me stay calm. I was in the midst of post-nut clarity. Everything kind of went well, and I got the job. On top of me actively lowering my chances of getting prostate cancer. health. Anyways, every single doctor in the fucking world is gonna tell you that masturbation's completely normal, completely healthy, and this NoFap shit is just fucking ridiculous. Dude, it's called just be a normal person. You don't have to stop jacking off to improve your life. Like, fellas, we cannot be out here making fun of women for liking astrology when a scary amount of men believe in NoFap. Day 365 of NoFap, and I can finally lift a car with only my pinky finger. Day 730 of NoFap, and I can finally walk through walls. Day 1095 of NoFap, and I no longer need oxygen to breathe. Why do I sound like the game, the King of Kings Triple H? I never did roids to get as big as I am. I just did NoFap. Fellas, you believing in the aura that you're growing by not schmeating your meat is basically just the girls pulling out the tarot cards being like, Scorpio, you are going to slay this year. You are manifesting everything when it comes to love, when it comes to money, when it comes to spirituality. This is going to be your year. I can feel it. Look at the cards. Look at them. You can't deny it. You know it's going to be your year. That's you when you're like, get on NoFap, bro. Just wait for the bitches to flock to you. Semen retention, Andrew Tate, football. Yeah. NoFap is astrology for men. That's all it is. Fucking honk your dick, bro. Nothing bad is gonna happen. This has been your boy, Dino fucking Ambrose, and I am out.